Yo, what up? What's up? What's up, Dwayne? What's going on? Dwayne Styles. What's up? Happy hump day. Yeah, I suppose. Thank you, though. All right. What we got going on? What's up, Dave? I mean, I guess it's 10 minutes away from being afternoon here. So I guess in Cali it's different. Órale, vatos. Viva Mexico, cabrones! Mexicans are cool, man. I always thought the Mexicans in Arizona were mad cool. Like, mad cool. Even the gangbanging dudes in my boxing gym, all just cool. More friendly. That's one thing I noticed. Mexican hood dudes, which I assume the gangbang dudes would be considered hood dudes, right? Way more warm and friendly than like the hood Puerto Rican dudes or Dominican dudes I grew up with. Maybe something about the weather. You guys just are in a better mood because the weather's nicer. I don't know what it is. We're all fucking annoyed because it's cold out here. I'm not really sure. But, that's the way it goes. God, man, we got to get these raffles up. I haven't done a raffle in like a month or two. Ain't nobody give a fuck. It's weird. Did you send Johnny his HDB text? Oh, it's his birthday today? I don't even know if I have his actual phone number. I must. Yeah, I do. Of course I do. Thank you for reminding me. I'll do that now. Happy birthday, you perfect hairline having Boricua. There. Happy birthday, you perfect hairline having Boricua. Since I said Puerto Ricans, that's what reminded you of him, right? That makes sense. Salute, Marco. We inching closer to Crawford versus Canelo. Will you make an official prediction video? Is that what people want to see? Because here's the problem. You know the way I roll. I'm not going to say, first off, this is a 50-50 to me. So I can't pick. I could make a video of you know the way I do it. It'll be like the two scenarios I see unfolding. I could do that. You know what I mean? What up, ball out? What up, ball out? Damn. Yo, if I had Johnny's hairline, I'd probably be on ESPN. I think that's what's holding me back. This shit. Come on, ball out. Shields beats the shit out that old lady. Shields kicks the shit out of Layla Ali. Now, if this was 20 years ago, or let's even say 50, if they were the same exact age, what are they both, about 30? I'd still go with Shields. Layla was good, but you got Crawford many decades. You are not 60. Stop lying. How old? Yo, TCP, seriously, how old are you really? And where are you from again? Yeah, man, I got Clarissa. You got a bone to pick with me? You want to pick my bone? Nasty bastard, Alberto. Fruity. Gross. Layla sleeps her? Let's see something. Let's see some Layla Ali highlights. Let's see. Let's see. Layla Ali highlights here. Let's check these out. All right, I'm going to play this right now for you guys. Let's peek this. Let's see. I got to brush up on my Layla. I haven't seen her in a minute. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go.
Back to V Top 10. In today's video, we're counting down the top 5 Layla Adib. Layla Ali beats Suzette Taylor by T.
I don't want to hear this fucking... All right, let's see. There's Layla. Okay. No. No, you see how... No. No. Layla, no. She's rudimentary. Now, mind you, this is also way before boxing was as evolved as it is. But it's like me trying to compare Jack Johnson and, Larry Holmes. No, she doesn't. No. No. She's very robotic. She sits in the pocket, so Claressa would fucking crack the shit out of her. She just throws... She doesn't even seem to have that much power. Throws a lot of punches, though. It doesn't even look like Layla Ali to me. Oh, it is. She's just mad young. Right, let's see this one. Look how robotic she got. She was skinny, though. Look how robotic she looks. No. Layla, no. Shit. Claressa is way faster. I think Claressa hits harder. Claressa has better movement, less robotic. Claressa is more athletic. Look how stiff Layla is. She's stiff as Ron Jeremy on set. No. I mean, do we need to see more? Let's go with this next one. Oh, Christy Martin. Yeah, this one's fucked up. Christy was so much smaller. I mean, Christy was so much smaller. Not even fair. Right, let's get somebody her own size. What do we have here? Who's this? No. I've seen enough. You guys think that could be Claressa Shields? Come on. Yeah, TCP, I'll believe you. How old and where are you from? Stop saying 60s. Claressa has no power? Does Layla look like she has power to you? Come on. You guys are nuts. Nah, Kamik, she look how stiff she was. Nah. Thank you. Basic. Now, it's not her fault fully because this was a long time ago, right? This was I said rudimentary. She was rudimentary. But yeah. What's up, Michael? Come on. Claressa. What we just did, I don't know if you missed it. Sorry, Claressa. I meant Kalia. What we just did is you missed it. But Layla Ali versus Claressa. And I just played some Layla Ali highlights. I think Layla gets fucked up by Claressa. Even in her prime, I'm talking. Let alone now. Again, though, David, it was the competition back then. She was levels above who she fought for then. But, but you're right. The record, you can't, but you just saw her. Like, nah. Shaq just text me. I don't know what he just texted me. Oh, shit. There's a video of Shaq sparring Oliver McCall. He wants me to do a video on it. All right. You guys saw it first. My man Shaq wants me to do a video. I'm doing it. Kalia World. Hi, Alberto. Kalia beats Ali. Shields up. Yeah, Shields fucks her up. Come on. Like Shields probably stops her at this age, but then Shields will fuck her up. Box the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky. I mean, I want him to get me to that Bud Crawford fight. That'd be dope. Maybe this is some leverage. I'll do the video and be like, hey, how about you get me in? How about we go to that? Because I know he'll be at that fight. Like, how about we go together? Hook a cracker up. See, I'm leaving for 4 days. That's my birthday. Oh, Kalia and CJ be flirting. CJ, don't make me tell your next ex-wife. You feel me? Yeah, nah, Layla Ali gets the shit kicked out of her by Clarissa. You guys, man, you guys need to get a room. Get a room, you two. Good Lord. Too bad. Philly and Northern California probably might be the furthest points from each other in the entire fucking country. Marco gonna broker that HLD Alberto truce. Huh? What truce? What happened? Alberto. Nah, HLD was beefing with CJ a little bit, not Alberto. What happened with HLD? Clarissa, last fight, she fought a smaller girl who drew with a fighter that only has one win. Come on, David. It's something, when you're dealing with different eras, you got to use your fucking eyeballs, right? You can't look at resumes and say, well, he beat him and he walled the knockouts. You got to use your eyeballs when you're dealing with different eras. You have to. In terms of if they're going to fight each other. Now, if you're going to break down resumes, yeah, all that matters. But if you're doing a time machine matchup, like we're talking now, prime Layla, prime Clarissa, you got to just use your eyeballs. And it's just, she's levels above Ali. And again, a lot of it's the fact that there's just evolution in genetics in the sport. But still, it is what it is. Don't be silly. We do not come here. What happened? Did you guys get into a beef or something? I'm confused. My trainer says I hear. See, that's how I know you're not in your 60s. Because you wouldn't be fucking hitting. Come on. How old are you? Why don't you tell us? I think I remember you are a day one. Used to be called the something pugilist. And I called you the contrarian pugilist. I'm pretty sure you're in your 20s. I don't know why you're lying. But I want to know how old you are. Since you're making it a thing now. My eyeball says Clarissa fight bums and can't stop them. Okay, maybe. But you see her skill versus Layla's? Come on. But you guys didn't have a beef last night. What, did you have a beef on somebody else's channel? I'm confused. What's happening? Yeah, he's mid-20s. Exactly. I remember that. That's what I'm saying. He's trying to HLD beyond the Puerto Rican rum. I like HLD. You know the thing with him is, yeah, he gets all worked up, but he's a good dude, and I could tell that the majority of what he's doing, he's playful. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't hold grudges. Like he's it's like it's lighthearted. It's like how dudes bust each other's balls, like that kind of thing. I don't think he's really. A few weeks ago. Why are you bringing this up now? Want to know how Ask Clarissa fights are? Look at Alicia's butt. I mean, I'll always look at her butt, but what's that have to do with her fights? Why are you hating on Clarissa, man? Oh my God, this fucking guy. All right, I'm gonna ignore you if you continue. That's like, well, what was that dude who came in here and kept saying he's 10? Who was that? And he hasn't been in a while. He just randomly started lying, telling us he's 10 years old, and we're like, we know you're not 10. I forgot what his name was though. What's up, Vatos?
Buenos dias, Marco.
Orale, Vato.
That's too far.
Nah, that's how you guys talk, isn't it?
Hell no.
What you mean? Fernando Vargas calls everybody Vato.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But he's the OG.
Everybody. Isn't that? Oh, is that like an older thing? That like
yeah, like my generation's not saying like Vato or shit like that.
Oh, okay. So what's up? What's the bone you wanna touch?
Yeah, why you let HOD on when I was on? That was foul.
What you mean?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be on with him, bro. Me and him gotta settle it before I can be on a panel with him.
I mean, first off, I had no idea that there was any beef. Secondly, what do you do?
He was just crashing out over, when all the Puerto Ricans were taking L's. He like crashed out because I was just having like some banter about, Serrano and Berlanga getting destroyed in Puerto Rican boxing being in the shithole.
You gotta give him a pass, man. The Puerto Ricans took a bad loss recently. They've been looking like shit. Even
That's
Zayas, who won, didn't look good.
Yeah, and he's over here. That's why, yes, I don't know if you noticed, like he's over here like, oh, Zayas is like he 10-2'd the guy, like he won 10 rounds to two, like trying to hype it up. It's like we know what we saw. That shit wasn't impressive.
Yeah, I mean, he might have won 10 rounds, but he didn't look good. He didn't look like But he's a champion. Alicia
I,
or
I just feel like I'm not too high on him because he had like an interview with did you see the top rank? They had Miguel Cotto and like the other old Puerto Rican legends.
nah.
Okay, so they had like a little sit down where they're like, it's like, oh, he's the next generation. But he said in the interview, like, I'm not trying to be Cotto, I'm not trying to be Trinidad, I'm trying to be Zayas. And I don't feel like he's a warrior because he also said in the interview, I'm not willing to die in the ring. And I feel like you have to have like that kind of mentality to be one of the greats.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Maybe that's why I wouldn't want to die in the ring either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dying because nah, I'm not dying either. But I get that. A lot of
But that's
fighters.
hyperbole, Marco. Like, no one's really, I mean, you can, right? But
Nah,
no
some
one's,
dudes don't care. Some dudes legit are like, if a doctor's like, yo, you take a couple more shots, you might die. Like, I don't care. Like, some dudes, I believe, would really do that.
for sure. And I feel like that's like largely too like Mexican, like you're gonna die on your shield. And when he said that comment, that kind of just turned me off because I'm like, all right, bro, you're just like you're gonna take the knee, the Puerto Rican knee, like Danny Garcia, Miguel Cotto, like you're gonna quit.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, who took Miguel Cotto took a knee against who? Pacquiao?
Margarito and
Margarito
Pacquiao.
was fucking him up with plaster hands. Why is that so bad?
And Tito had allegedly some funny shit too. So like we can't. That was a different era, Marco. I feel like a lot of guys were getting away with bullshit.
I guess. I guess. I mean, and also like the steroid shit. Like if what Victor Conte says is true, then everybody could be on him, and we'll have no way of knowing.
Hmm.
You know,
Indeed.
Clarissa's still fighting the top. Yeah, I think. What do you think? I think Clarissa kicks the shit out of Prime Layla Ali. We just watched. Were you on here when I was playing the Layla clips?
Yeah, I was here. Yeah, she didn't look that impressive
Nah, it's
lately.
mad robotic. She was like, you know what I'm
It feels
saying?
like it's more nuanced now, huh? Like boxing, it's like way more skillful than the
Yeah.
video you showed.
Yeah, I mean, Katie Taylor would. I'm not even joking. Katie Taylor, even though way smaller, might have a chance of outboxing.
Okay, maybe.
Right? If she could just stay away and not get hit, like I don't know. It's definitely been a big evolution, over time. Yeah, big evolution. That to me literally is like it's like a 20s fighter fighting a current fighter. Like, nah, maybe not that much. Maybe but like close because women's boxing evolves so much slower than men's boxing. And there's
Wasn't
so
there a law? Like they couldn't fight?
I don't think so. Just who the fuck would want to see that back in the day?
That's
Nah,
true.
women, women up until the fucking 70s were like in the kitchen. They're not supposed to fight. It's not feminine. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like it just was, that's how it was. Like the 50s. You ever see 50s movies? They're just like, they're all homemakers and they cook and how was your day, Ward? Here's a hot cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? It was like that kind of
Hmm.
a thing. So they didn't want to see
Well,
it.
most women nowadays, Marco, are like they're career women. That's why the birth rate's declining. A lot of women nowadays want to be like men. They want to have their own job. They want to have, a
Yeah.
good paying job. And I think that's the same shit with fighting, right? Like now they're encouraged to fight in MMA and all the other sports, even WNBA. People are making a big fuss about WNBA.
Yeah, right. Yo, David Garcia is hating on Clarissa hardcore. I don't know why. Like, I get it, David. She's not the level of a man fighter, but she's still like the best female fighter probably ever. She's not the best knockout puncher is easily Christy Martin. Now, again, granted, her competition wasn't as good, but you know what I always say, right? being able to beat somebody isn't as impressive when the competition sucks. But being able to knock somebody out is always impressive because even shitty ass fighters can have good chins. You know, it's not always a bad fighter doesn't always mean that they're very knockable, outable. You know what I'm saying? That just means you could beat them. But knocking somebody out is hard to do, no matter who it is.
Nah, Marco. Some of the women, like, there's only like a division of 5 women fighting like that. I don't. I
You've
gotta
never
put the
seen a
brakes on that.
woman who could knock you out with one punch at any time except Christy Martin. What Christy's the only woman. Now I know Ann Wolf had that fucking crazy knockout with that big tall fucking Viking bitch, but other than that, you've never seen a woman besides Christy Martin who could drop, like, we're talking Tank Davis type shit. Anytime one punch will put you out. She was the only one to ever do that.
One hitter quitter?
She was. And to this
Really?
day, even Clarissa, as good as Clarissa is, you know, she's had a few knockdowns here or there, knockouts, but she's not
She's not
cracking
cracking like that.
grenades. Yeah, nah. So you got to give it. That's like Wilder. Wilder's the same thing. You've never seen somebody. Wilder's the male version of that. Like, you know, nobody's ever been able to knock.
But
out
Marco,
anybody.
Marco, you do have to acknowledge the fact that like a lot of the women be like in mismatches. Like, did you see the fight with you know the tall dude that works for DAZN, Chris Mannix?
Yeah.
He's dating the Mexican, or I think they're married. What was
I
that
didn't know he
Mexican
was.
boxer?
By the way, I didn't know he was tall until I was at an event with him. Like we went to the bathroom together, not on purpose, but and he like walked by me, and I'm like, this motherfucker's tall. But go
He's
ahead.
like 6'4", right, or 6'3"?
I would say, yeah, 6'3" ish. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, he was tall. I was hating too because I'm like I'm watching him, you know, interview him and Sergio Mora, I believe, and I was
Oh
hating.
yeah.
I was hating like in my head. I was standing there and I was watching them and I was just, you know, like soaking in, seeing, you know, because like I like looking on the platform, seeing the camera, just like soaking in how everything is set up. So when my time comes, I'm familiar with it. But I was hating. I was like, I would do so much better. These guys are so fucking dry. They're so dry.
But you think the zone tells them to keep it like super like
No,
robotic kind of?
The zone just says get up there and talk. They don't. I don't. There's no director. That's the thing. This isn't a movie.
Nah.
I'm telling you, I'm there. I was there. There's no director. There was just a
But I
camera
feel
guy.
like, okay, not on set, like instructing them, hey, move your eyebrow a
No,
quarter inch now. Like,
nothing.
but no, but Marco, don't you think that the zone, like higher ups, like in corporate, they have like people who judge and review their whatever they're doing it right. Because if not, they would have gotten booted out and they would have
I'm
brought
not
in someone more
saying
animated.
I'm not saying it's not right. I'm saying that it's dry, but most of it is dry. Like that's. I'm basically arguing a case for me to get that job because I would make it so much more animated and fun and interesting and
What would,
personable.
but
Like
but
you ever see Coppinger interview people?
oh my God,
He's
yeah, I
always
have.
like smelling farts. Like
It's so stale, yeah.
yeah, and he's all
It's awkward
He's
too.
awkward. He's like, so would you? Yeah, like I love when Shakur called him out. That was hilarious to me.
But I just feel like maybe that's what those companies want, you know, because I feel like they could have had a showbiz or you know even like yourself or other like characters with that could bring that energy. But I feel like the zone is happy with what they're getting because those guys have been there since I've been watching lately. Like you just see Mannix all the time shoved down our throat.
I know. Oh shit, the birthday boy.
Happy birthday, Johnny.
Johnny, man. Happy 65th. I'm happy that you can get Social Security now. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy they sent you your AARP card. Johnny, enjoy your pension, my man. Happy 65th, Johnny.
We're tuning in tonight, Johnny.
We're tuning
6
in,
p.m.
Johnny. We're tuning in, Johnny. Johnny just puts his walker next to him and just goes at it. Does a great job. What were you saying though?
I was just kind of saying how I feel like if you were to get into that kind of position, Marco, maybe they would kind of like expect that kind of like decorum from you, like kind of wanting you to be robotic. Would you be willing to conform, or would you kind of?
Of course, I'll do whatever for a steady paying job as long as it's not challenging my like morals or I'm hurting somebody. Yeah, I would do it. But I mean, with mine, it's such a subtle, like I'm not out there like fucking screaming and cursing. I'm just adding more fucking flavor to it. That's what we used to say back in the day, Johnny. Remember, math flavor. I'll just add some math flavor to it, not like Who the fuck wants to see guys like blah, 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 blah? Well, yes, I think that blah, 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 blah. Like, and it's about energy. You know, that's why guys like I'm not saying I'm Muhammad Ali, but that's why guys like Ali, that's why guys with charisma and energy captivate. You have to
Okay,
have,
but Marco, of like, okay, PBC has Al Bernstein and Mauro Ranallo, like those guys. Do you think they're kind of animated, right?
yeah, Bernstein. I've always liked Bernstein. You know, again,
Oh my.
he's just he's like old white man. Like I bring a younger, even though I'm old-ish, but I still bring a way younger flavor and energy than he does. Like, and I think boxing is for the most part a younger person's sport. That, you know, the viewers are gonna be. I mean, it varies, but you're not getting many 70-year-old. You know, he's 70 plus, Bernstein, I would guess.
A boxing demographic, I would have to like put it at 18 to 50 is like the prime demographic, like
Probably,
people from like 20 to
probably,
50.
yeah, probably, yeah. And then
That's
I
what I
mean,
noticed in these chats, at least.
well, the chats are different, right? People who watch boxing probably go much older, but people who are going to go on a computer and go to YouTube, they're going to be younger.
That's
So,
true as well.
yeah, so that's a different demographic between podcast viewers and boxing.
But that was, I'm sorry, Marco, that was my point too. When after seeing the Zayas performance, so like, are you aware that boxing is no longer like on linear cable television?
I don't think anybody has cable anymore, so does that really matter?
Yeah, because if you go to like a gym, they always have ESPN playing. Or if you go to a bar or if you go to restaurants, that's like Fox News, ESPN, CNN. That's always going to be in the background.
Right.
So it's a big deal. So basically, the sport's gonna shrink because there's less exposure. You get me?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I don't know, man. I can't wait to get, like, that's my dream, is to commentate and do like the shit that Mannix does. Reached out to OTX. One of the main guys got back to me, said that there's same thing. I reached out to Zab, same thing with BLK. They said they're all staffed for this year, but next year I got a shot. So, you know, that's only, next year is only what, 4 or 5 months away or whatever. So
You should. Oh, sorry, Marco, not to cut you off. You
okay.
should hit up Golden Boy for real, because every time I see Golden Boy, they have like different reporters
I
and
have,
stuff.
and Oscar follows me on Oscar started following me on X. He liked the video I think I put up of him fucking up Chavez, I believe. And he followed me, so I messaged him, because you know when somebody follows you and you message them, it's going to go to their main inbox, but he never, it didn't show.
No, he's coked out, Mark. Like, no offense to Oscar, that's like one of our legends, but he's like with his like supermodel younger girl. Like, he's not overseeing boxing operation. I told you have to hit up Eric Gomez. He's the one running all the business side.
You did tell me. I don't even know how to hit him up. Maybe I did already. Let me see.
And he's a real cool cat too. Like
Gomez. Maybe I have hit him up. He's does he have an Instagram?
I think so. He's the vice president of or not the vice president, he's the president of
Is he like
Golden
a
Boy
chubby
and
kind of dude?
a little bit, yeah. He has
Wait.
like a kind of baby face.
Wait, no, it's not this guy. No, this is somebody else. There's
He's like
another.
mid-40s.
That's not him, right?
Hell no, that's Boxing Ego.
Oh, that's Ego. His name's Eric Gomez too. Eric
Oh, we
Gomez.
just doxed that.
Let's see. Oh, I think it's this guy. Let's see. Oh wait, Eric Gomez. How would I know? He's putting up pictures of like the ring. Oh yeah, this has to be him. Cause wait, hold on. You know what he looks
Show
like?
me and then I'll tell you.
Is that him with his girl?
It's kind of. Yes, that's him. Yes.
Okay, so I found him. All right.
What is that? Is that Instagram or Facebook?
That's Instagram, yeah. Instagram.
Oh.
All right, let me follow him. Yeah, go up. Go. I didn't even read. It says Golden Boy President in the fucking.
Come on, Marco. This is why Eon be flaming you.
Hey, man. All right, let me message him. You talk for a second while I send this.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Let me read some comments in the chat. Rob the Barbarian said F Ego. Damn.
Why,
Ego
what's wrong
got
with
no
Ego?
love on these streets.
What's wrong with Ego?
He's kind of like he's one of those guys who's not neutral in boxing. Like he's kind of like a PBC Al Heyman type of like follower, and he kind of
Mhm.
like talks shit about the zone and anything non-PBC. What's up, vlogs? He said, "What up, chat?"
All right, I just messaged this Eric Gomez guy. We'll see what happens. That's the problem with. That's the only thing I don't like about this is like, yeah, it's cool that there's a connection to hit them, but like you guys know how it works. If you don't follow, if somebody doesn't follow you, your message is going to go to their like
Shadow Realm.
they call the request folder. But yeah, like I get mad request folders. You know, like I'll show. I get so many, and then you don't see. I actually check them. So like yeah, my request folder is crazy, but it's yeah.
Is this a bunch of Yeon burner accounts?
No, nah, the request is mine are mostly real. It's mostly people being like, "Yo, do a video on Hearns or whatever," or "Yo, it's a lot of mine's mostly real." But then you get like bullshit, like, "Hey, you want to build your following," and they're trying to get money out of you. Like, there's a lot of that. Iraq tapping Trent, Iraq tapping in live from the gym. I'm taking a break. Had to tune in. You're the man, Iraq. That's Cap. She said she could beat Thurman. Yeah, she said that. Yeah, that's another way I know you're not 60. 60-year-olds don't say Cap, you fucking dipshit. I was
Nah,
able,
that dude's mid-20s, Marco. I remember him. He was one of the OGs who would be like on the lives when we would do like trivia every day
yeah,
and you were
yeah,
on the couch.
and I would call him contrarian because he would always
Mm-hmm.
like have like an opposite.
Contrarian pugil or something.
The pugilist. He was
Yeah.
the what was his actually? It was the something pugilist. It wasn't contrarian.
No, it wasn't. He
I
like
forgot
switched
what
it
it
up
was.
after.
I was able to talk to Briggs. Oh, he responded to you? That's cool. Just open IG. Yep, I saw it. All just pictures of your fucking muscles, like here.
He's trying to get cracking with the hoes now that he's
He
single.
is. He just has pictures of his fucking hairline and his muscles. That's all he's doing. This fucking guy. But you know, you blame him? You know what I'm saying?
I feel bad for homie.
Yeah, man. He had to move on. So that's the best way to move on, right? Is to actually move the fuck on.
I know like people like I'm not trying to like talk shit about his situation, but I know people who are like rocky, like they're in a rocky relationship where shit's not working out, and they think having a baby will like bring them back
Well,
together, and that
and
never
then all
works.
that does is you end up raising a dysfunctional child because
Out of
of that.
wedlock, yeah, the
Yeah,
kid pays for the sins.
yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying that's you, Iraq, but I'm just saying I've known a lot of people that do that shit, and that never works.
Well, he already had the baby, so he wasn't trying. Are your parents together, Alberto?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. You come from a good. But is that frowned upon in Mexican culture, like to divorce, or they don't give a shit?
Well, I don't know if you know, most Mexicans are Catholic, so it's like once you're married by the
So it
Catholic
is
Church.
frowned upon, right? So even if
Hmm
your parents get along, or is it like,
No, they get along good.
okay, that's good.
Hmm
But even if they don't, I guess, right, in the culture, they just stay together anyway.
hmm
Yeah.
Basically.
Stays up watching vlogs on Instagram. Oh, Clarissa. Even in Costa Rica, she takes time to troll. Thurman responded like a gentleman, telling Clarissa he needs to stay in a woman's place. Yeah, that was funny. Iraq isn't checking for hoes. He needs love like LL Cool J. I don't know, man. I don't know what he's doing. But at least he had his kid young. I'll tell you. Sometimes I wish I had my kids young. I'd have been done right now. I wouldn't be having to pay for shit. But, you know, that's the way it is. Yeah, I think Clarissa beats the shit out of Layla Ali.
I seen well, yeah, I agree too. Like after you show, I don't know, just watching that little montage video compilation you played earlier in the stream, like yeah, she'll do her dirty. But didn't she just leave Salida Promotions? I seen that yesterday. So she's like gonna go with Jake Paul, huh?
Well, she's not that she left. Her contract was over, and she's, you know, it was weird too. She said it. Do you see it after a fight? She was like, has her arm around him, was like, yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
she's like hugging him.
yeah. And I mean, I guess what's he gonna do? He knows he was lucky to even have her. Yeah. I don't know if Jake Paul. I mean, she spent too much time talking about fighting him instead of working for him or with him or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you don't think she'd be willing to kiss the ring and be one of her an employee to Jake per
I
se?
don't know. And I mean, do you really have to kiss the ring if you're an employed one? Not really, right?
N-
She talks so much shit. Renting out a VIP lounge for my 30th birthday.
Drop the Addy.
Oh shit. I am in Guatemala. Is she really in Guatemala? Isn't she like half Guatemalan? She's like 10, 25 different fucking things.
She's like a Spanish mutt.
I remember Honduras. Wasn't there a Mexican too? Or no?
No,
No
that's why
Mexican?
she's always talking crap about us.
All I remember is Honduras. Might have been Guatemala too.
Chile, Venezuela,
Yeah.
Ecuador. She's like all the like Spanish shit that people don't give a fuck about.
That's this Saturday. I'm gonna text you later. Marco Offspring is living in parents' home until 40. What? Marco, would you ever come to Mexico? I've been to Mexico.
He's saying if your kids like cause like for our culture they like push us to move out like as soon as we hit 18. So like he's
Oh,
saying, would you be okay with like your kids staying
nah,
with you until their 20s, 30s?
nah. Well, here's the thing. If I had a big house and they're working, they're not degenerates, maybe having them close is nice. But if it's like a thing where they're just like degenerates or they're not working or they're mooching, I'd feel like I have to push them. You know what I mean? But if they were, nah, why not? You know, as long as we have a big enough space. But I don't know.
What's big enough though? Like 1,500 square feet, 2,000 like or
Nah, like
rooms or
big, like something where like there's different floors, like we're separate. They have it like separate, completely separate. Yeah.
so you couldn't do a single story house like a 3 bedroom and like your kids are in
I
the
don't
other
know.
room in it.
I don't. You know, I think of it now. I say no, but who knows how I'll feel when I get older. The most important thing is as long as they're being productive in society, as long as they're doing their thing, they have careers, they have shit going for them. Then I don't care as much.
Are you gonna push like your kids to go to like college or
No, I mean they should, but if they don't, as long as they have career paths. Like my daughter is a amazing singer, right? Let's say she wants to get into singing. She doesn't have to go to college. You know, who knows? What would you guys say is the hardest? Who hits Wilder?
Wilder?
Has to, even though form like just based on yeah Wilder, but Foreman hit harder with both hands. Obviously, I love Mexicans. They do a great job on my yard. Oh man, she is terrible.
Bro, she already got Jose riled up.
She's
Jose Garcia.
terrible. She's terrible. Anything but Mexicans, they think they're better. Isn't he Mexican, Garcia?
No, that's why he's saying like because Clarissa's comments kind of like disparaging.
Uh, us Mexicans are hardworking.
Bro, vlogs took the bait too.
We are the backbone of this country. That's a fact. That's a fact. I dated a Mexican once, the lucky bastard. Oh, your husband's Mexican. I think she told us that.
Wait, what?
I think her husband is Mexican. I'm almost
Bruh.
Clarissa, right? Didn't you tell us your husband's Mexican? I'm almost positive she said that. I could be wrong.
She gotta shut that shit up then.
Yeah, she's trying to ruffle feathers. I'm almost positive she said her husband was Mexican, but she'll tell us in a second. Um, yeah, she never talks
Marco.
about though if he hates boxing. I feel like he's always like, get off the fucking boxing shit. I feel like he gets annoyed at it. What's up?
Hell yeah. Uh, what are your thoughts? Because I haven't been here the last few days. What are your thoughts on the card this weekend? The Duarte against Sims.
I was
I
on
don't know much about the Sims kid, to be fair. I know Duarte got knocked out by Ryan,
right.
and I guess he's heavy-handed, but I don't know much about Sims.
I was watching. I was on TBV earlier. We talked about it briefly. He, I think Duarte. I think Duarte has like an 80% knockout ratio. Sims is like 30. Like Sims does not punch hard at all. Duarte has a lot of pressure. You know, you could see Sims
Tom
maybe
and Jerry.
outboxing him, but I'm gonna go with Duarte. Pressure busts pipes. He is half Puerto Rican, half Dominican. Oh, okay. So I was way off. Okay. Damn, is he from New York? Clarissa? That's a New York combination if I've ever seen one. Clarissa, are you the one who blocked me over the Jamaican comment?
Damn.
Nah, she said no. Thoughts on Ryan's excuses? Excuses about what? Vlogs. Joe, what's up, you fucking gobshite? He's Irish. You were just talking about Tommy Brooks the other day, Marco. R.I.P. I don't even know what Tommy Brooks is, so I definitely wasn't talking about him. Who is he?
I think he's a trainer. The Ring posted this morning that he passed away. RIP.
Yeah, R.I.P. for sure, but I don't know who that is. I like Mexicans not related to Alberto. She's trying to. Alberto, I give you props. You're not taking the bait. The old you would have gone in on her, so good job.
Oh yeah, I would have violated her already.
Good job. Mexicans stay away from Caribbean girls. Do they?
Mm-mm.
You're like, nope.
Well, in Cali, we don't have any.
You don't get like Jamaicans or Haitians out there, none of
I
that?
don't know.
Damn. You're supposed to get hit by a tsunami, are you? Oh, CJ, now that's violation right there.
I must have forgot.
That's rude, CJ. I've expected better from you. You've disappointed me. Of Ryan, apparently not. Oh. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. I think his hand was hurt because he clearly showed surgical fucking stitches and scars after the fight. I believe that. You don't, Iraq? I'm Irish, not Dutch. Gobshite is Irish. What do you mean? How do you know what the comment was over, Remy? Like when somebody gets blocked, it doesn't tell them why they got blocked. It just blocks them. He's so calm. If you want this fucking guy. Well,
What the fuck?
that's because his Zach's girl tried to snippy snip.
So
he thinks it's a Caribbean, but it's not the Caribbean. That's not the reason. David, excuse me, it's you being a dirty bastard.
By cheating.
Oh, he was cheating. Mexican G. Tommy Brooks trained most of Duva fighters and Tyson. I don't remember. Maybe if I saw his face. Let me look him up. Tommy Brooks.
You're a historian, Marco. That's actually kind of disappointing, to be honest.
Okay, well, then I guess I disappointed you. Nah, I don't know who this guy is. I'm seeing his black dude. Nope, don't know him.
No, not like that, Marco. But like usually, you know everything like about boxing.
Yeah, I'm looking. There's a picture of him right now. See, this is the Tyson though that was like on the decline that Tommy Brooks was training. Yeah, nah, I don't know. Don't know. Lorena Bobbitt, hell yeah. I asked, a few people said Tank retired. I asked Coach Kenny, and he told me, I'll tell you right now, word for word, he said, I'm not sure, haven't heard anything other than social media. So that means that Tank and him aren't even talking, right?
That's not good.
I'm not saying they have beef, but it just means Tank is probably, you know what I'm saying? Like taking his time.
Well, I saw that he skipped his court date.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so that the Tank Roach fight ain't happening in August, right? Because he has a court date now for August 16th.
Well, they're not fighting. I don't think they're going to fight at all.
At all?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I think he's going to retire. I think he might come back at 34, 35 years old for a little bit.
But Marco, have you ever seen a guy like have a hiatus like for a couple years, and do they come back their normal self, or they're always like a half step is gone because of the rust and they're
it all varies, but yes, I've seen everything. Sugar Ray Leonard came back and fucking beat Hagler. Foreman came back and won a world.
Anything from like post 2000 that I might remember?
Nonito Donaire came back, didn't he? He won a belt. I don't know how long he was off though. And the point is, did it happen? Yes, it happens. It's not likely, but again, when dudes retire earlier, like Sugar Ray Leonard did, if you're coming back at 33, like Tank is 30. If he takes 3 years off, he'll only be 33, which is not old. You know what I'm saying? So he could totally still wreck shop.
I know Mikey Garcia lost like 2 years of his career when he was like beefing with Top Rank, and then he switched to PBC.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Tank's dad never came back. Terrible. This fucking guy. Manny Pacquiao came back and beat Thurman. There you go. Thank you. There's one for you, Alberto. Pacquiao. I like Haney. He wants all the smoke, even though he didn't get the smoke. Pocket. I don't get why he said pocket.
Like he's saying Haney doesn't fight on the inside. Like he's gonna fight on his bike in the
Oh,
outside range.
I got you. Ibeabuchi, he was supposed to come back a while back. Is it for sure this time, Joe? I should hit up me and him email. He was one of the biggest what ifs in boxing history. He could have been a dominant heavyweight champion, but the fucking he had mental issues. You know his story, right? Ibeabuchi. Do you know who he is?
Never heard of him till right now.
He was a heavyweight that was dominant right around the same time Lennox Lewis was champion in like I want to say what was it? Late 90s, I guess. I think 99 is when him and David Tua fought. It set an all-time punches thrown record for heavyweights over a 12-round fight. They threw like thousands of it. I mean, it was a crazy fight. But Ibeabuchi never lost. Very powerful. He was, I believe, Nigerian. And then the dude he had mental issues, but he ends up going to jail for raping a prostitute, which to me is that she's there to do that. Why are you raping her? Like what the fuck?
Well, some dudes have like fucked up heads. They also like to get it in while the girl's asleep. Like it's weird shit.
Or just dominate them, like make them scream and cry. Yeah, no, I get it, but I'm just saying to me that's so weird. But I get it. So he's one of the biggest what ifs because his skill, super hard puncher, good boxer, looked like a fucking He-Man figure. I'll show you guys. Matter of fact, let me play it so you have an idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I just didn't want to. I didn't know if it would give you like a copyright or something.
No. I done the video already. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, this guy was crazy. It's only a minute and a half, so it's not too long. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Again, one of the biggest what ifs in boxing, one of the most powerful, complete fighters, and fucking terrifying. Talk about intimidating. Watch this.
Move over, Mike Tyson. The most intimidating heavyweight ever might have been Ike Ibeabuchi. Ike was a 240-pound Nigerian tank who collapsed dudes with a variety bag of punches. This 6'2" knockout machine looked like a He-Man figure. Ike's savage ring walk scowls would make Jason Voorhees jump back in that lake. The president wasn't just a thumper. He was a complete fighter who can box and move. Ibeabuchi had a high ring IQ with a PhD in counterpunching. He was also a vicious body puncher, damaging more kidneys than alcoholism. Ike's fluid head and waist movement screamed comparisons to Mike Tyson. Ibeabuchi's 1997 slugfest win over David Tua is boxing folklore. After handing Tua his first ever loss, Ike pointed his laser scope at another undefeated heavyweight star, Chris Bird. After an evenly fought 4 rounds, Ike detonated an atom bomb uppercut which sent Bird reeling. The fight was stopped soon after, upgrading Ike's record to 20-0 with 15 knockouts. However, that would end up being Ibeabuchi's last fight as he went to prison for 20 years in 1999. Legal trouble and mental health issues became the only opponent he couldn't defeat. Ike Ibeabuchi might be the biggest what if in boxing history.
I regret the fact of my departure. If in fact that I were to turn the clock backwards, I would have remained in boxing than being in prison.
Crazy, right?
Damn, I never heard of him. Now I want to like.
You saw what he looked like? That was a horrifying fucking individual.
Yeah, he was like yoked up, but he kind of moved like a middleweight, super middleweight.
Exactly. He's 6'2". He's not short either. 6'2", 6'3", maybe like solid 240. Like, nah, he was no joke. Yeah, he was no fucking joke. And go ahead.
Did he ever win a title?
No. He knocked Chris. He's the first person to beat Chris Bird. Knocked him cold out. You saw it, and then he went to jail. And he was going like there's stories leading up to the rape incident. He was going crazy. Like he would have outbursts. I think he kidnapped his girlfriend's son. He did some weird shit leading up to it. So it wasn't just that one incident. That's why he got so much trouble, because it was like the third or fourth. Finally, they're like, all right, and they They kicked him the fuck out of the country. They put him in prison. Yeah. That's super racist, Joaquin.
Did he get CTE?
No, I know. He's actually really smart. I was talking, you saw, I interviewed him not too long ago.
He seemed coherent.
No, he was fine. You know, he has an accent because he's Nigerian, but no, he wasn't stuttering, slurring his words. He spent most of the interview, though, a lot of it talking about like his legal troubles, you know, which was kind of boring to me. But I understand that that's, you know, he was in like a detainment center. Like basically, he's able to get out. The last thing left is he needs an exit interview. And for some reason, they're taking it's been like 2 years since they scheduled the exit interview. It's like almost like he's like, I think they're just making me fucking rot here on purpose. Like that's all that's left is an exit interview and he can go. And that's taking 2 years. It's like that kind of shit. I think that's what he told me. So, yeah, it's fucked up.
Where is he at? Like in the States, or he's back in Nigeria?
He was somewhere in Africa, I believe, in a detainment center. His
Damn.
mother was batshit crazy. All the evil spirit. Yeah, I guess so. The boxer that killed Max Holloway. Fuck. I remember the dude that he hit had like bleach blonde hair. I can't think of his name right now. Somebody else will probably know that. I can't think of the
Foley?
guy. Nah, some dude who killed Max Kellerman's brother. He was a fighter that they Butler. Thank you, Shane. Wow, Shane's on it. James Butler. There we go. Yeah, he killed Max Kellerman's brother. And he famously, ever see that clip, Alberto, where he punched the dude after the fight's over?
Nah.
Pussy shit. You never seen it?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
You're like exposing me to all this boxing lore because I it's honestly kind of before my time. Like I wasn't watching boxing back then.
yeah, here I'll play it for you. It was fucked up. This is the biggest sucker shit ever. Biggest sucker shit ever. Where is it? I'm trying to find a video, but I can't find one. Here it is. Here it is. Open up, bitch. What the fuck? Oh. Hold on. Oh, man, it's all on Facebook. Here we go. Richard Grant. Yeah, let me just get to the back. Let me just find it. All right, here we go. I'll play it right now. Yeah, this might be the biggest sucker shit ever in boxing history. Very. Most people in the room have seen this, but you're a young buck, so let's. Hopefully, I don't get flagged for this. But here we go. All right, so there's the guy who won. This guy won.
So Butler's number 8 ranking is going to take a hit. Richard Grant in the mild upset, a unanimous decision victory.
Oof.
Oh.
Butler just
He went to shake his hand and clipped him.
Sucker punch, and knocked out Grant. Oh boy, terrible! And the new commissioner Ray Kelly.
There he is, right there. That's it. And he ended up killing Max Kellerman's brother. This guy.
You want to? No. That punched him right there.
Here, watch.
Butler to shake his hand.
Here it goes in slow-mo.
Putting his arm out.
Boom!
Oh my god.
He went to shake his hand and he clipped him.
He loaded up that shot too, huh?
Bitch. That's a bitch. The worst part was that he did this first. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're coming to somebody with a mad face, that's okay because they see what's coming. But when you're like, boom, he went to fake hug him. Yeah, he went to put his arm around him and went like this and then just clipped him. That was the only, yeah. So then that guy had serious mental health issues. I think is he dead? I think somebody killed him in prison. Or maybe not. Not Greg Butler. I keep saying Greg Butler. James Butler. Yeah, no, he's still alive. 52 years old. They call him the Harlem Hammer.
Pause.
Yeah, Harlem bitch. Marco, can we see the mad face again? Like that.
I'm sorry, Marco.
Yo, Johnny, if I come at you like this, you know what's coming, Johnny. I'll knock that hairline loose. His hairline will be like this. Whoop.
Happy birthday, champ.
Happy birthday, man. I can go see those movies for half price. You can ride the bus and see the movies for half price after today, champ. Happy birthday.
And Denny's discount. super senior discount, right?
Yeah. You get a free sundae with every stack of pancakes at IHOP now, Johnny. Congrats. Punk ass motherfucker. Nah, I'm just playing. Just playing. Anyway. What is this? What? What the fuck? Taiwan, what are you talking about? Pinching a low face. Shit. Knock his hairline loose is great. Nah, man, I'm telling you. Because, you know, Johnny has the... So you hit him hard enough, it'll be like... Whoop. I'm just saying. Johnny, you know how dudes tilt their hat? Johnny will have a... He's going to tilt his hairline like... He's going to b-boy tilt his hairline. That's funny to me. I don't know.
I can't laugh at that. That's against Johnny.
Oh my goodness! Told you he loves you, Johnny.
Hey, Marco, yeah, that's the other ball. You were trying to make that shit hella weird yesterday. You were trying to say that I was.
Nah, man. I you know, it's just
Tutti frutti.
that's all. No big deal. Marco hating on the best hairline in boxing. Yeah, you probably do have the best hairline. Yeah, Alberto is definitely your guy.
I might be doing some translating for Johnny today.
What you mean? He doesn't speak Spanish?
He does. I think he like understands it more. He said, like, he can say some words, but it's like a little botched.
Damn, he's a real New Yorican. Interesting. Who's he interviewing?
Rohan Polanco.
Is he Mexican? I forget.
It's the Dominican dude who fought this past weekend. A lot of people were like,
right. Isn't that Spanish way like it's the same Spanish, but don't they have different slang and speak mad fast? Like, isn't it harder for Mexican Spanish to understand Dominican Spanish?
Like for us, yes, but because they have like a little tang to it, like you said, you know, they have their little twist. But
they speak mad fast, right? Mexicans, from what I remember, like the biggest thing is Mexicans speak slower, right?
Yeah, no, the worst one is Cubans. Cubans sound like they have something in their mouth when they're talking Spanish. Dominicans not that bad.
Puerto Ricans speak mad fast.
Papi.
Papa. They say papa.
Oh, no, who says papi then?
Papi? Well,
Dominicans, huh?
I don't know. Papi is more like a, I don't know. I guess Puerto Ricans say that shit too. I understand it all, but speaking in an interview was rough for me, to say the least. Why? You get like tongue-tied and shit? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to interview Pulev so I could rock my Bulgarian, but he speaks English, so it wouldn't really matter.
Hey, Marco, isn't Vito Melnicki half Bulgarian?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not that I'm aware of. I think he's an Italian Jersey dude. I don't think he's Bulgarian.
I thought you had mentioned that before, and I was gonna tell Johnny on the stream, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want him to like ask him that, so I kind of just kept it to myself.
Let me look. I doubt it. If he was, that'd be annoying because I was in an event with him. I didn't talk to him, but if I would have known that, but I'm pretty sure when you dudes from Jersey like that, they're fucking pure Italian. Yeah, he's Italian. He's saying maybe half. Somebody else I just found out was half Bulgarian. Oh, Andre the Giant was half fucking Bulgarian.
The big ass dude?
Yeah, the wrestler. He was half Bulgarian.
The wrestler.
He grew up in France, but his father, I believe, was 100% Bulgarian. Just moved to France. I didn't know. Johnny and the Jets. J-Bone Capone. Damn, ain't nobody calling in. It's all good, though. Alberto's rocking it.
Yeah, you don't need anyone else.
We don't need nobody. We don't need no damn E-Rock. E-Rock never calls in anymore. Uh-oh. See, Bob loves Melnicki. Yeah, but he's from a different part of Jersey, Bob. He's from the north, right? Alberto texts Johnny at night saying, "You look like you could be my uncle. Do you have Mexican in you?" Johnny responds, no. Alberto asks, you want some?
Whoa, what the? That last part was. See, Marco, you're the one behind this whole like
I didn't
weird.
say anything. She's the one insinuating that you and Johnny got a little.
Bro, okay, let me clear the air. When I texted yesterday in the chat, like, Johnny, we gotta meet in person. Like, yeah, like we know each other virtually, but I would like to like meet the man, you know, and like share a beer, just chill, watch a boxing fight together. Like, come on, Marco.
Okay. I'm not. Hey, man, I get it. I'm not saying anything. All right. I feel you, Johnny. My Spanish is better in real life. You don't speak no damn Spanish, CJ. Do you? You weren't even alive the last time they won, Johnny. Johnny. He's North Jersey? Yeah, right. Yeah, he's like near the city. You want to go do Brother when Hulk Hogan goes wild. What you going to do, Brother, when Hulk Hogan? Yeah, I went to see in the Garden when I was super excited. I must have been 4th grade or 5th grade, went to go see Hulk Hogan wrestle at the Garden. I remember I got a little t-shirt and everything. Alberto just made it worse. Whoa, meeting.
Wait, who said that?
Look what Bob said. Whoa, meeting in person seems creepy. Bob thinks.
No, like, okay, hold on. Can I respond to that, Marco? Like, okay, we're spending like hours a week with these people, right? Like, people that watch you, they're gonna be spending 5 to 8 hours a week. If they watch both the streams, like up to 12 hours a week, like you wouldn't want to meet these people in person. Like, how's that creepy?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, when I met Mo, he when he shook my hand, he did this thing on my hand.
Nah, you're
I'm
putting
just
smut on. Oh my god.
Tia,
but Michael, didn't you?
My wife used to bartend, and she told me that like back in the day when some guys would do that, and she fucking got so creepy. She'd be like, "Don't do that." She used to hate it. What were you gonna say?
Damn, I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, like Mo was like kind of like head over heels when he met you. Remember, he called in drunk the next day, like, "Hey, Marco, thank you for not being weird. It was nice to meet you, man."
He's cool. Mo was cool. Mo's a good kid. No, I wouldn't want to meet Marco. He gives me the creeps. You're just mad because you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go right for the hairline and fucking peel it off and expose you. That's why. I'd be like, "Yo, Johnny, what's that?" He'll turn around. I'll fucking rip the hairline off. Got your hairline.
I thought, Marco, I thought you knew Johnny in real life.
Nah.
What?
I never met anybody in real life except Mo. And then a couple of the guys.
Shane?
Like who?
Shane.
Well, Shane's my childhood friend, but from boxing, I met Saquon a few times because we're at boxing events together. That guy Maestro. Yeah, that's really, of all the people that you see in person. I mean, of course, the fighters and shit I grew up with, but like Briggs and all those guys I met, I know in person. But nah, just Mo and yeah.
That's crazy. You guys
Rock and stuff.
You guys have rapport. Like, I thought you guys knew each other like for a while.
Who?
You and Johnny.
Nah. Marco hands are too fast. Word up. Didn't you meet Danny? I did meet Danny. Yeah, I met Danny once. Ring walk Danny, yeah, at the Haney Ryan press conference. If Alberto, he was tall. He was like my height. Maybe a little shorter or my height, which I was surprised. I thought he'd be shorter, Danny, for some reason. If Alberto would have said we should meet up before boxing one day, instead he wants a lone meeting in the rural areas. To Alberto's point, it would be cool for a bunch of us to meet up at a boxing event and hang out watching the fights. Would be dope. Sure would be, Johnny. All right. Sorry. I love that sound effect. So pump the raffle. Right. As you guys know, 1998, brand new, 8-ounce fight gloves from Grant, brand new, vintage, 1998. Go for 2 to 5 G's on eBay. Easy. One of the first gloves Grant ever made and released. The raffle here, those of you who are watching who don't know, you can enter it. It's $10 only. You send that to this PayPal address or to this Cash App. Specify your name and say the Grant Gloves raffle. Saquon's cool in person. He's not weird. I mean, we're both New Yorkers, so I guess it's easier to like. I used to know Marco in my former life. I knocked him out in the amateurs. Yeah, I wonder why Pritchard Colon never sued. Yeah, he would have to sue the commission for allowing the shots behind the head. With the ref or the commission, he'd have to sue them. He probably tried to. But I feel like when you box, you fucking waive off all rights of any kind of shit like that, I assume, but maybe not. Let's have a fight party in Vegas. Nah, we got to do something in the East. Ring walk looks small because Ness is sick. Well, nah, to me, I'm saying. I thought, and mind you, I always see that they're sitting down. I thought Ness was little. He gave off the energy of one of those like shorter guys who talk a lot of shit. And then one day he was like mentioned being 6'5". I thought he was joking. Then I went to his Instagram. I was like seeing him like towering over people. I'm like, ooh. I said a bunch of us, you dirtbag. Okay. Oh, so you like meeting up with a whole bunch of guys. All right. I'm sorry, Johnny. Sorry. And
I'm taking all fades for Johnny.
If Johnny meets up with Alberto, that will help the FBI finally find Alberto. Yeah, Ness is mad tall. He makes me look like a midget. How tall are you, Johnny? I'm working outside in the heat, and I was thinking I need some cheap Mexican labor. Oh, Bob's getting racist now, too. Jesus Christ. Shaquan wife let him. Shaquan's, I believe he's not married. Oh, left him. Oh, is that true? Or you just that's fucked up either way. If you're fucking with him, that's a mean thing to say, and if it happened, that's fucked up. What's up, Dwayne? Marco, your following is primarily out west. No one coming to New York. Yeah, I guess in the South. I get a lot of Southern dudes. Well, that sounded okay. I get a lot of Southern dudes. Yeah, I mean, I don't get them. But, you know what I'm saying. You feel me? Marco, you're following. Okay. Oh, Shane. Wasn't Berto supposed to cam up on an earlier bet? He retracted that bet.
We're betting, Shane, me and, I forget, Marco's son, we're betting on the Canelo Crawford fight now.
That's fucked up.
He views you as a dad, Marco. I don't know if you know that or if it just makes you weird to think about that.
I mean, I'm not a dad, but some people, younger kids like to learn from people that are older. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe he doesn't have a dad. What if he doesn't have a dad? What if he really, would you feel bad for him? Like if his dad was never around? I think he did grow up with his dad though.
Yeah, he said he had one.
Yeah. But some people, it's important, man, having both parents. I mean, look, a lot of people are raised fine just having one parent. Don't get me wrong, but it's all facts, like Tank say. The only thing Tank's saying now is nothing. Recluse. It is hot as shit, Berto. It's 95 for like 3 days in a row. Fucking nightmare.
And where you're at?
Yeah, it's been a heat wave. It's probably gonna start pouring rain tonight. Whenever it gets this hot, there's always like I knew it, this afternoon showers. So by tonight it's gonna start pouring rain. It always happens that way. Is Alberto even real?
Oh, come on, Johnny.
We've never seen his face. Perhaps he's a bot. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, your uncle does not like that. Your uncle's upset with you. Everyone hit the like button. Tank over everyone. Did Tank officially retire? No. I asked Kenny, Johnny, and Kenny said he hasn't heard anything from Tank, just social media rumors, which is insinuating, too, that him and Tank aren't talking. Not that they have beef, but that Tank's separating himself from boxing for now and going through personal shit. That's what I assume. There's no facts, though, for that. YouTube content creator meets up with a subscriber. Now the family and friends are asking anyone who may have information about the whereabouts to come forward. If I ever meet Johnny, I'm scalping him. I'm going to fucking old school Apache tribe scalp his ass. I want that hairline for myself. Fuck it. That Butterbean Tank comparison was vintage HLD. Yeah, HLD was on some shit yesterday. Nah, Johnny, he'll be back. You guys don't know what hot is. Whoa, Johnny.
Tutti frutti.
And nobody want to see anything about hot with you? Keep that for the wife. Nasty. Nothing hits harder than life. That's a fact. Johnny is dealing with that humidity. Cali is high temps, but it's dry heat. Yep, so is Arizona. But I'll be honest, 95 humid and 120 or 115 dry, it feels just as hot to me. In the sun. Out of the sun, different. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Like, I've been to Phoenix. I've been, Tucson. That shit is hot. But again, out of the sun, it's bearable. Here, out of the sun, the shit's like the air is thick as shit. Marco's mind is always in the gutter. Okay. Seeing a retired boxer is the same as seeing a unicorn. Huh? I don't get it. Why is seeing a retired boxer the same as seeing a unicorn? I'm confused. Bay Area. Phoenix. Yeah, I don't get that one. No entiendo. Entiendes. In Portuguese is entiendo. The word retirement shouldn't exist in boxing. Why not? Every sport has retirement as an official label. Shout out Arizona. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of Mexicans too, though, CJ. A lot of Mexicans, a lot of white people. Not a lot of black people, that's true. Not a lot at all. Very few, as a matter of fact. I don't know why. Jersey probably meant boxers usually broke and must continue on fighting. I believe that's what he meant. Maybe. That could be it. That could be it. Ugh, man. What the fuck have we have mad black people here. Okay. I don't remember seeing a lot of black people when I lived there, but Briggs. Yeah. But he knows his limitations, I believe. Shane Culkin, thank you. Shane Marco is a bit slow. I'll give you something slow. All right. You were in Tucson. I know. I used to drive to Phoenix too, though. Not a lot, but I did it a few times. And then went to Tijuana, Nogales, been to Mexico. What's the fucking, wow, I'm blanking now. Where what's the city called where La Jolla is? San something? Help me out.
Oh, San Pedro?
No, where La Jolla is located. It's right next to why am I blanking right now?
San Isidro?
San Diego. Ugh.
Oh, the main one. I thought you were talking about okay.
Yeah, San Diego. I remember going down to La Jolla Beach. Apparently it's real rich there. They had all these stinky ass fucking sea lions there that were mean. I know, man. Tell me about it. College town. I was in college out there. Florida humidity in the summer is next level. Had a thunderstorm during my interview with Vito last night. Power went out. Damn. Johnny and Marco talk shit for a living. That's the dream. Well, it's not a living yet for either of us. We both have other jobs. It's the dream when it becomes a living. That's when it becomes a living. For now, it's not a living. That's what we're working on, though. Me and Johnny are going to put Ness out of business. He's going to come to us for a job. He's going to come to us for a job. He'll be like, yo, please hook me up. I'll be like, get out of here, you overgrown. I'm just kidding. Tsunami about to hit any time. Is that true? Is there a tsunami really coming? My point was almost every boxing announcer retirement and then fights again. Yeah, that's true. Right? very few of them stay retired. I mean, you got Ward. Ward would have come back to fight Jake Paul though. So, you know what I'm saying? He would have. He still will. But there's no way Jake Paul's gonna fight Ward. That's stupid. Gabe Rosado, yep. Alberto back slurping. Yeah, man, he'd be slurping on that. You don't know.
Wait, you could hear me slurping, Marco?
Yeah, we hear you slurping and gulping and all that.
I'm sorry, I'm having a cup of coffee.
I don't give a shit. It doesn't bother me. Marco about to make his comeback. Nah, that's not happening. Jersey Bob spot on. I knew what you meant all along. Marco is just slow. That's rude. Why are you so rude, Johnny? On my kids' vlogs, that was interesting. She was an hour older. What? What's he talking about? Tsunami hit Cali last night. Damn. God damn. I'm going to get out of here in a little bit. We're going for a ride to a garden. My wife wants to take me and the kids. We're going to go to this like pretty quote unquote garden.
Oh, is that why you did the live early?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we gotta go probably any minute. I'm waiting for her to tell me and then I'm gonna get off. But yeah. My ex, bro, she was born same day. Oh, damn. That's weird. Is that the one? That's not the one who tried to snippy, is it? Hopefully she wasn't your twin. You guys were separated at birth and you were banging your twin. That'd be so nasty. Wonder if that's ever happened. You think a brother and a sister, or even a gay, whatever, people who were separated at birth ended up like banging without knowing? You think that's ever happened?
Fuck, that's so weird.
Probably, right? Or no? What are the odds? I'm sure cousins who didn't know each other probably got, like, what about siblings? You think siblings, even half siblings, that's have to have happened, the half ones, especially with all the fucking sperm donors and shit.
Are you talking like a surrogate?
Yeah, well, sperm donor. Like, right, exactly. Like, gay, lesbian couples often get donors. They just go to a lab and they get it. So those kids, and usually those donors, they have mad kids. It's the like hundreds sometimes because, the sperm is being used to procreate for donors. That has to have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only way you find out is when you have kids and your kid comes out like deformed. And then they do the test. They're like, oh shit, this kid's inbred. That's terrible. Picture that. Do you hear what this nasty stank coochie banging dude just said? Wavy, that's fucking gross.
Nah, come on, Wavy. That's foul.
Wavy. Perfect sound effect for that. I don't even know what to say with that one.
I lost respect for him.
Oh, I got one.
Who let the dogs out?
That might be the best one. Wavy. Oh, goodness. Look, to his point, he's not saying he wants to bang him. He just thought that he's saying hot is the problem. If you say pretty, like, yeah, like I think my daughter's pretty, but I wouldn't say my daughter's hot. That's just kind of fucking weird. No, unknowingly? Oh, gross. I mean, Shane, I banged your mom knowingly, like all the time. But I knew. But, whatever. Yo, Wavy's bugging out. What up, Marco? Heat wave. Yeah, it's going to be 95 in New York. So I guess it's across the east. Guess I'm going to be the only one that's going to keep it real.
You're the only weirdo.
Nah, like I said, I could say a family member is pretty, but hot to me is a whole different thing. My Mexican homie had a kid by his cousin in high school. Family tried to say his son was his little brother. So they did it on purpose, though. I'm on my third marriage. Jesus Christ, David. Just because you got, like, Casanova-looking hair doesn't mean you got to go act like him. This fucking guy. Trump's weird ass called his daughter. Yeah. He said something about talking about sex. Remember? What do we have in common? He goes, sex.
Nah, that's fake news.
No, I heard him say it in an interview.
No, I never heard that.
Yes, look it up. What do we have in common? He made some. He said I would say sex, but he said some weird shit about that they have sex in common. It was really awkward. Now I don't think he's bangs his daughter. Don't get me wrong. I think he just says shit that comes out wrong sometimes. But it sounded very strange. Yes, you return. No, that's not true, Shane. She was battered like a mozzarella stick when I was done with her. You're welcome, son. My wife's cousin had a daughter who wanted my son. My wife's cousin had a daughter who wanted my son. So that's gross. So there were, let me see, let me zoom in this picture. You got some, damn, yo. Bob, your son, the one to the right, looks fucking just like you. Holy shit. The middle one doesn't really, but the one to the right with the same facial hair too, that motherfucker, he looks just like you, Bob. Good Lord. DNA is something, isn't it? I know a family where cousins had kids and got married. One of my boys is banging his cousin. Like, they're together and knowingly. Shane, it's Frog. I think I told you that. Dave thinks marriage is a sport. Ouch. Yeah, Dave's wild. Dave is wild. Dave needs to, haven't you learned your lesson, man? Like, what he's gone through, I would quit women. I would, quit women for a while if I was him. You got to fucking detox. Just, you got your hand, you're good. For Alicia or who's Sophia? I know Alicia Baumgartner, I assume, but who's Sophia? Sofia Vergara. Who is that?
The Colombian actress.
Oh yeah, she's old though. She's probably damn near 60. She's 53. He likes them old. Y'all keep it in the family. I can't condone it. Word. Can't quit. I'm in my prime. Well. Okay. Whatever you say. 53 but looks 35. Yeah, she looks young.
Because of all the fucking Botox and surgery.
She also is just one of those people who just look good for their age too on top of that. But yeah, you're right. Hey, she's still hot. Word life. Hold on a second. She can't hear me. Yeah, fuck it. What? When are we leaving? Is mommy getting ready? Can you go look and tell me? Well, let me know if she's getting ready or not. Where is she? Can you go ask her when we're leaving and come tell me, please? Okay. Yeah, yo, Sophia's super hot, but must be nutty. I mean, they're all crazy. About to turn 30, damn. Tia told Marco to go back to the couch. Now, that was my son. He was up there. He's going to go ask her. We were supposed to have left by now. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. I love my bitches old for some reason. Marco, we hear you, by the way. I know. Jennifer Lopez still looks good after 8 marriages. She does. I saw a picture somebody put up recently, and they were showing one of the Golden Girls at 54, and then they put a picture the Sophia, one of the hot actresses, and there was showing you the difference between what 54 looked like in the 80s and what 54 looks like now. Very different. And is it surgery or what? Fucking kid. Dan Vlogs, you just in your prime, bro. What up, Marco? Do you know someone named Lewis? Yeah, of course. Why? Known him for years. We're talking about Huz? Oh, right. That's what you guys call hoes. We're leaving at 15? Are you guys dressed? All right. I'm going to get off here in 5 minutes. Used to have a mad crush on Megan Fox. I like Samantha Fox. Those of you old farts know who she is. Remember Samantha Fox, Bob? Shane? Margaret doesn't want us to hear him cussing. Nah, I don't curse at my kids. I mean, sometimes. Not at them. I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, I'll do that sometimes. But even that, I try not to do. But I'm never like, you fucking idiot. Like, I don't do all that. It's kind of amazing that's true. Bad bitch is way too good to come easy with no nuttiness. True indeedy. True indeed. All right, guys. I'm going to bounce. Let me get ready. I will catch you guys tonight. All right? Peace.